Are you a woman in midlife and worried about the upcoming season, the holiday season, the food everywhere? I am Joy. I'm an intermittent faster. I have been since 2017, and I like to share with women a fasting lifestyle and habits to help keep their health on track. I help them to manage weight and keep their hormones balanced so that they can enjoy life even in holiday season, to keep you on track and not fear those upcoming things that are going to happen, those upcoming gatherings, parties, whatever it is that are coming. I'm going to show you today 5 tips that can help you navigate this time of year. So we're going to learn how to create a balance between enjoying the holiday festivities and maintaining a healthy lifestyle. These little habits that I'm going to tell you, or I'm going to share with you, will help you stay on track and maybe even help to propel you, motivate you, keep you in some kind of momentum towards a healthy lifestyle as we head into the new year. Intermittent fasting is a tool, a management system that you can use throughout the holiday activities, dinners, get-togethers, whatever it is. It will help you to keep the benefits of balancing hormones, not overeating, burning fat, keep you feeling good and energized. Plus, it gives you that feeling of accomplishment when you stick to a fasting window. You can enjoy the festivities. You can go to the different parties and do. And I'm going to teach you some little tips to help to do around that to make it so that you have a joyful and successful holiday season. And you'll be doing that because you're going to be focusing on your eating windows, not necessarily restriction, but your eating windows. Once you set that time every day where you're going to allow yourself to go ahead and eat and work this into your fasting lifestyle, you will feel empowered, you will feel in control, and you're less likely to go so far off track. Okay, so habit number 1 is so important, and that is staying hydrated with water. Water helps to curb our appetite, helps to us to keep our metabolism running smoothly, and it helps to keep our hormones balanced. It's so important to stay hydrated every single day, and especially this time of year as we're moving into the holiday season. Water is a great tool because especially during your fasting time, your fasting hours, water helps to makes you feel full, makes you feel satisfied. A lot of times we are hungry or we feel hungry, and it simply is we're just dehydrated. We need some water. We need some minerals. I suggest that you add electrolyte to your water at least once a day. I do it twice a day, but that helps for the water that you're drinking to make sure that it gets into your cells, because sometimes we drink water, it goes right through us. Our bodies aren't able to take that in because the water is filtered and lacks minerals. In our day and age, our water that you get, no matter where you get it, usually lacks minerals unless you're buying mineral water. It's just where we are in life. So you have to add in those minerals. Our body needs those minerals to help utilize that water. So make sure you're getting some kind of electrolytes through your day. I like Redmond Real Light electrolytes in the morning. I use the unflavored because those are my fasting hours. And in my eating window, I use flavored LMNT electrolytes. They don't have any artificial additives or ingredients, and I love both of them. Highly recommend both of them. I am drinking right now the orange salt LMNT electrolytes. I have links down below if that's something you're interested in, because really game changer are using electrolytes with your water. But it's so important. It helps you to feel full. It helps to control your appetite. Before you're going to a place or going to grab something to eat, drink some water. It's a cheap tool to use to help you stay on track this holiday season. It helps keep your hormones balanced. It helps keep your metabolism humming. It helps you to feel better and energized, and helps clear your brain and make you just on top of this whole idea of the holiday season and staying healthy through it. Okay, number 2 for the habit is movement, making sure you are moving your body. And I'm going to make it simple for you. Have a goal of 4,000 steps every single day. 4,000, anybody can do that. And if you do it, and you're consistent with it, that will help you to maintain your weight and maybe even lose a little weight. Studies show that for just 4,000 steps a day consistently, that's the key. It has to be consistently, not just here or there, will help you to manage and even lose weight, just 4,000 steps. It is so worth it. It will help you to have that goal, that little goal, 4,000 steps a day will help you stay on track, because once you do it, you feel so good when you can check that off your list every day. It's not very hard to do. You can do it very simply, just walking around inside your house, but make sure that you get 4,000 steps a day. Movement makes us feel better, gives us energy, helps to curb our appetite, helps our metabolism to stay running, and helps us to feel better. It is so important every single day. And I think that that little goal of 4,000 really can be something that anybody can fit into their life. 4,000 steps every day. That's your second tip. Okay. Habit number 3 is taking time to practice prayer and gratitude in this time of year. One of the things that we're faced with in this time of year, especially as a midlife woman, a mom, a grandmother, whatever it is, you are going to have moments and you're going to have things on you and you are going to experience stress. And stress, unfortunately, raises cortisol. Cortisol is one of the culprits to that where we gain weight. It makes us gain weight. And that's the last thing you want to think about during this holiday season. So what can you do? Taking time to take a deep breath, to go for a walk in nature, to sit in silence and pray and be grateful for what you have. These are important aspects this time of year, especially we'll be moving into Advent. And Advent is a time for reflection, renewal, repurposing our lives. And that's a perfect time to take some time, put a time aside every day to sit, to read scripture, to pray and be grateful so that our cortisol levels are not coming up. Prayer, nature, walking, deep breathing, all of these are so good for us. God knew it, and it helps to bring that cortisol down. We need cortisol because that's what gets us moving. That's what our ancestors needed when they were in danger of a tiger getting them. They needed cortisol to tell them, okay, it's time to move. In our day, in our world, we get cortisol just by looking at something on the phone. We get cortisol by watching a show, by hearing the news. And it's really a time, this time of year, as we go into the holiday season, to really focus on protecting ourselves, protecting our mind, protecting our spirit, and taking time each day to just slow down and just reflect and be grateful and to bring that cortisol level down. We aren't being chased by a tiger, but our body doesn't know the difference and it reacts the same way, and it stops all metabolism, all systems, and you gain weight. So be attentive to those times in your days, the times in this upcoming next couple of months, to just take time and just think of you. Think of how can you show up best for the family around you. You need to take time for yourself. You need to pray. You need to be grateful. You need to find joy, and you need to get rid of that cortisol. So it's so, so important. Habit number 4 is paying attention to your fasting window. Now, if you have a fasting window that you stick to, or you have a certain goal that you reach every day, okay, you've got that in place. And if you have been fasting for a while, that's easy to do. But if you're just implementing it, or you're just starting now and you think, okay, I want to start putting a little bit of a habit into place before the beginning of the year, just pick a time of day that you are going to eat. If you're going to fast for 16 hours and have your eating window 8 hours, then do it and stick to it. As you flex that fasting muscle, because it's a muscle you have to grow, you'll be able to do longer fasts easier. But if you have to start somewhere, start there, 16-8, or fast 18 hours and eat 6 hours, whatever it is. But make sure that you adjust your window each day so your eating hours are in line with the festivities or what you have to do or where you have to go. But that's one of the great things about a fasting lifestyle is it's flexible and you can move it around to suit your life. You can still live your life. You can still do the things you could want to do. You could still go to the places you want to go, but you can move your fasting window to accommodate that. And it just gives you just this feeling like, okay, I can do this. It just gives you that control and it just feels so good. And it helps you to be more successful. I'm not just saying to do something that's abstract. I have done this since 2017. I have my eating window. Sometimes I expand it a little bit, especially Christmas Day or Thanksgiving Day. I may expand it, not too much, but I might expand it. But I still have my fasting window. I know in the morning what my fasting goal is for that day, where I'm going to eat, and I stick to it. I'm not just picking and eating throughout the day, just hoping that it ends up at the end of the day that I didn't overeat. You cannot do it. You have to have a plan in place, so that helps to make you successful. And then what are you going to eat? Whole food. Focus on the whole foods. Now, I'm not saying you can't have a treat here and there. What I'm saying is make sure you are starting with getting your protein, getting healthy fat, eating good vegetables, some fruit, getting that stuff in first. And then plus with your water, you're not so apt to overeat. You're not so apt to overindulge. But if you do, you still will be in control. You still know, okay, I can only eat for these certain amount of hours. I'm going to eat my protein. I'm going to eat my fat. I'm going to eat my vegetables, and oops, you're going to have a piece of pie, and you had the piece of pie. Even with that in your eating window, you still have kept in control. You've made the decision. You were in control of the food. You didn't let the food control over you, and it puts you in a better mindset and a better momentum for the next days, months, weeks ahead. A fasting lifestyle is so empowering when it comes around food. It helps you to realize that food does not control you. It puts you in a better position where you can start to control your cravings, control when you eat, and then you can start to tweak what you eat. But filling up on good things, making sure you get that protein. Protein is so good for fat burning, making you feel full, building muscle, which burns fat. Protein, we need amino acids for every system in our body, for growing, for being healthy, for cell health. We need protein. Make sure you're getting protein, healthy fats, vegetables, fruit. And then if you decide to step out into something else like a Christmas cookie, pumpkin pie, whatever it is, you can do it knowing that you're putting these habits into place. And once you have it, you can get right back into line and start following your fasting lifestyle. And then habit number 5 is your sleep. Prioritize your sleep. Don't miss out on your sleep. If you're up later, sleep in a little more. But I would say I like having a bedtime. I like having a set time that I go to bed, a set time that I get up. I am quite boring when it comes to that, but I have to protect my sleep. I want my metabolism running. I want my body to heal. I want my brain to be cleaned each night. That's what it does. It's like a dishwasher for your brain when you sleep. It's so important. So protect your sleep. Okay, let's recap. What are the 5 habits that I'm giving you today to stay on track during this holiday season as we move through all this beautiful, wonderful celebration? So the first habit is stay hydrated. Make sure you're drinking your water every day, at least 100 ounces. Get it throughout your day. Add minerals so that your body can use that water. Stay hydrated. Number 2 is making sure that you are getting your steps in. We're gonna work towards 4,000. 4,000 steps a day is not too hard. Anybody can do that. That's a goal that you can reach. And by the first part of the year, you can be saying, okay, I'm going to do 5,000, 6,000. You can move it up. So start with 4,000 steps every single day. Be consistent. Number 3 is make sure that you're taking time each day to quiet yourself, to pray, to be grateful, to relax, to walk in nature, all those beautiful things, to make sure that you are keeping your cortisol low and your mind clear and really taking time to enjoy the season right in front of you. 4 is to pick a fasting window, stick to it, and be mindful of what you're eating. Make sure it's healthy. Make sure it's protein. Make sure it's fat and vegetables and nut. All these things that will help you, will fuel your body, promote your metabolism, make you feel full, and help you to make better choices as you move past those to something you may want beyond it. Once you eat healthy and your body feels nourished with these foods, you're less likely to overeat, and especially if you're drinking your water and you're doing all these other habits. That will help you stay on track. Pick a fasting window, stick to it, mostly whole foods, stay away from the toxins and the sugars as much as you can, and enjoy the season. Those 5 things, if you do that, then you will have a beautiful holiday season. It will keep you on track. You will have something you're working for and with. And so by the time the first of the year comes, you will have a momentum built and you will be able to face the next year feeling even healthier than you do now. So enjoy the holiday season. Embrace it. Enjoy it. Stay healthy.